I'm in Salad, and I saw Race to Witch Mountain. It is directed by Andy Fickman, and wow, I can't believe it. The Rock's in this yet again. So if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts with following Bruno is a taxi driver. He's The Rock's character. And you know, he's part of the mob. So he's got some skills, some nice driving skills. I like how it's demonstrated while he drives how good of a driver he is. But what's really interesting, just like one day, these two teenagers just randomly show up, right? And we have a bunch of news stories be like, oh, there's a UFO, UFO. And you know, it's fun. It's fun seeing so many people trying to capture these aliens. Man, it seems like what happens when an alien comes, you just want to dissect it, it seems. You know, that's just what I saw by the villains in this movie. Are they really villains if they want to dissect some aliens? I guess they are in this movie because these specific people who are trying to catch these aliens want their powers. And what do these two teenagers have to do with it? Well, we get some talking, some chasing, some lots of more exposure to who these characters are the further along that we know. But honestly, they're pretty mellow. They appear mellow at first. But then when these teenagers show off their abilities, they're like, oh, these are aliens, okay. Why are these aliens here? Well, first they crashed. They got their home planet is trying to invade Earth because their planet is dying currently. I'm like, that's fine. Yeah, of course, take over another person's planet where there's living, breathing species. Why? I guess every inhabitable planet in space has species on it because you couldn't find another habitable space, a planet with nobody on it. Why couldn't you just find a planet with like room to support bacteria? I guess, man, it just seems that like, now that I'm thinking about it, every planet that exists and that has the potential to support life has life on it. Wow, that car agrees with me. That's pretty wild, actually. Maybe that's the taxi driver that we see Bruno just driving. Oh yeah, here I am. I'm driving, here I am. Well, I like how Bruno is pretty well equipped to be chased by the government. Well, he was previously chased by the mob. Now we have a bunch of people chasing him because of the government. Who do you want to be in more trouble with, the government or the mob? Leave your answers below, because this is a very important question. On one hand, we have Bruno is holding what the government perceives to be government property, and so he's liable to be arrested. On the other hand, running from the mob means your life, but the government also controls your life. It's not so much like execution style, it's more like, oh, you have to give us money forever now. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much, doesn't matter the percentage of money that you make, you have to give us this many money for this amount of time. And it's like, but what if I didn't make that much money and enough money to cover this? Too bad. You know, so those are the types of options that we're dealing with here. It seems like Bruno does not want to be caught by the government. But of course, why is he being tracked by the government? Well, because the aliens are very clumsy. And also Bruno is too. We have government tracking them. Ooh, they're being tracked. And so every time they have a nice little moment to stop and talk, nope, the government's here. They gotta go escape again. They specifically have to race to Witch Mountain in order to be shielded from the government trying to take these alien teenagers. And these alien teenagers are pretty handy when it comes to stopping the government from coming and get them. Honestly, they should be rewarded as patriots. They should be the patriots, actually. Of course, they have to go to Witch Mountain because their spaceship is there. That's where it's at. They gotta go there, and they go to Witch Mountain in order to escape. And very convenient that they give Bruno a tracking device to know where they're always at. But how is like a tracking device? How does it work? How does a tracking device work? Is it on like signals? What, you're gonna be 3,000 light years away signal-wise? That's a lot of distance. It's like 1 year. The amount of distance of 1 light year is the amount of distance it takes for light to travel in 1 year that distance. So that's I feel like, what do you have, like some sort of signal that travels faster than light, which is the fastest traveling signal ever, faster than sound? Okay, come on, whatever. You guys are friends. Bruno has some friendship now. Congratulations, Bruno. You're now friends with these aliens who you give a nice, convenient way to escape, and they're not gonna talk to you. Come on, really? Do you think they're actually gonna talk to you, Bruno? These teenage aliens? No, I'm pretty sure they think you are too cool. I mean, cool for them? You, Bruno, are too cool for them? Maybe they think that. Maybe it's the other way around. But who even needs to care about the tracking device? Bruno is just gonna write a book, and then you have the aliens come back anyway. Oh wow, they're coming back. That's what I thought when the tracking device stopped. It was either they are coming back to Earth, or they have died and blown up, and their tracking device is also blown up. That's what I'm thinking. Because the tracking device wouldn't just like randomly stop if you're in Earth's orbit. Actually, tracking devices pretty much solely work in Earth's orbit, except for the ones tracking satellites and stuff. Like, the things you need to track have to be on Earth's orbit. Why is it deactivating within the atmosphere? Come on. I mean, this was overall a fun adventure. There's a lot of questions that I had. A lot of the story, I just felt very like, okay, I'm here, I guess. And I have some reason to care about these aliens. I mean, they didn't really do anything for me, to be honest. So I'm not really engaged with these aliens as much as maybe the audience for this movie is. Like, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, you know what? I think a 13-year-old would like this. Like, it's maybe range from 10 to 14, 15 maybe. I feel like if you're like 14, you're gonna stop watching Disney movies because that's not cool anymore. Or at least that's what the people around me said. So that's my only exposure. People around me during that age, rather. And the movie was... It was fine and fun. Not so much fun, more than just like fine. It's a fine movie. If you want to watch The Rock in a transition period, then that's fine. I say The Rock's in a transition period because he is. You know, his acting is very much closer to the game plan than it is like the Scorpion King. This is definitely more further along in his career. This is 2009, so he's got like, he's less arrogant in this one. He still has that though. He still has that. And every time I'm watching these movies, it seems like, oh, The Rock has learned how to make a friend. How to help people, even though he wants to help because he cares and also is curious. So I guess that's a good reason to help somebody if you're The Rock. But you know, he learns some lessons. That's fine. I'm just more excited to see him in later movies where he's like acting out full out. He's just like, yeah, and just like being unabashedly The Rock. Because I feel like in this movie he's still kind of downplaying it a little. So if I gave this movie a rating, it would have to be a 4.8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review request at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review for 1 month, or $3 a month for how to draw Pokemon tutorials we posted there first, plus 250 vlogs that are up there right now. All at patreon.com/ASEPresents. ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree. It really helps the daily grindiness. The Fansly is free to follow, so you can go here. And until next time, I'm mint salad sauce. Here's to my salad croutons and bacon bits. Oh.